All right. Good morning once again, everyone. I'm glad I'm here. Are you glad you're here? Yay! Spirit, God is so good. The divine dip being random, just so perfect for every day, but especially today. And then that last song was awesome because it really defines who we really are. And when we can begin to speak these words and even sing them, the energy just lifts and vibrates out to demonstrate the truth of being. So we've been, Cindy started us off, we're doing Life and Teaching, the Masters, Book 5. And these guys walked with the Masters at the turn of the century, 1900, and walked with the Masters and Jesus and Buddha, and it was an incredible journey. It's a 6-book set, and the information, the energy that comes up between the lines is transforming. We've been doing this since our beginning, and so this is a demonstration. The journey for them was a demonstration of really who they were and how they could align their will with God's will and align with the masters they were walking with so that they could do the same things. And it was really neat to read that story, and you get to know all the people, and they're your friends, and they're always with you, so it's kind of neat. So today, God in beings. God in beings. And so being means in existence. Oh, isn't that cool? God in existence. And guess who gets to reveal that? We do. We get to reveal God in existence, God in beings. And some of us have a little spark of light within our heart, that Christ light within us, and some of us have been working and trying to reveal a little bit more and more. But we all are children of God. We all are that love of God. We are the light. And to begin to own that's real powerful. I'm a child of light, and we're on our journey of life. It's so beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I just want to read how it starts off in chapter 7. And this is in so many books, but it came from them too. Say, if God wished to hide, God would choose man to hide in. That's the last place man would look for God. And it's like that country song, looking for love in all the wrong places. As we begin to understand that within us is that God consciousness, that seed, that light, that love I am, that's where we can be fed and freed and lifted, and all the good things that our heart desires, it's right there. And so it's the last place we look. And here's another word, and I shared this a lot, but it was kind of appropriate today. It's like, we all know we're human beings, aren't we? Human beings, okay. It's right out in front. We're taught that along from the beginning, I guess. And Hugh means divine. Divine man being. And it's been there, we've been hearing it, and we didn't look to what does that mean. And so we are divine man being, or being divine man, being God in existence, and in our own unique way. Like the divine dip said, do your best. If we follow our hearts, follow our inner guidance, do it. We might call ourselves a failure, we made a mistake, or we might call ourselves great. But it's not us. It's the Father within. And so once we begin to just let go of a little bit, and just allow that energy to flow. The second paragraph, the trouble with the masses of humanity today is that they're trying to become something that is already right within. So we're all trying to be God, you see, and a lot of concepts of what God is created in the mind of man. I think it's really important for us to look at, we know the word race consciousness. Race consciousness, there's a band of race consciousness around our planet, created by man. So we are being influenced by certain levels of consciousness of man in the whole spectrum of our human experience. And so when we take the time to desire or to take the energy to let's rise above race consciousness, to lift beyond that band that holds us and limits us to our spiritual awareness, spiritual consciousness. That's our home, you see? That's what we connect with, that energy, connecting with spiritual energy. That's powerful because that feeds who we truly are. That helps us to anchor in that manifestation, beingness, existing who we came to be in varying degrees. And so we get to choose every day. We choose our thoughts, our words and actions. And our thoughts and words and actions are revealed out to the world and to ourselves. And so through the power of observation, we can begin to acknowledge things we might want to embrace and things we might want to let go. To look at thoughts that free us and look at thoughts that bind us. We all know that one, don't we? And begin to choose that. What thought or action frees me and lifts me? What thought or action holds me in place or in bondage? And the thing which is kind of interesting, which holds us in place, and whose place is it? It's not ours. How about race consciousness? There you go. To begin to just acknowledge these little things that are right in front of our face, you know, and say, I see you. The powerful thing that I got from Cindy's service last week, and it was beautiful and full of spirit, but this one little phrase, I see you. I see you. And then to really see people as their divine nature. When we do that, that's a powerful gift that we're given to another. We're given to race consciousness. We're giving it to ourselves. I see you. I see you as a divine man, a divine woman, son of God, daughter of God. I see you. Because when we look through the eyes of race consciousness, what do we got? A big J? Judgment? Judging everybody for what they look like, act like. So to begin to look with the single eye, with thine eye be single, your body be full of light, light, whole, complete and perfect, and we begin to see and acknowledge that in one another. And that's how the whole is lifted. We lift the whole. So once we begin to go there, and this goes along with the Fuji no Nat. The Fuji no Nat is higher consciousness. That's the spiritual food that feeds our soul, you see. It all comes down to like identity. Who do we choose to see ourselves as? What do we choose to see ourselves as? Do we choose to see ourselves as a mere mortal? Looking in the mirror, here we are. Or using our spiritual eye, our inner vision, to glimpse who we are and to begin to glimpse who everyone else is. The Fuji no Nat. That's what feeds us, our spirit, so it gets stronger and that we can reflect it in greater and greater degrees every day. So we can choose to talk to divine every day. Talk to that presence within. We can choose to listen to that presence within. We can choose to follow the guidance from the presence within. See, we say we live in a free will universe. We get to choose, but if we're not awake, we can still choose, but maybe it might not be choosing for our highest and best good. It might be choosing for race consciousness, highest and best good. It might be for the man's highest and best good. But you see, you came here for you, and I came here for me. And we came here to be who we truly are. Creating the appropriate conditions for enlightenment to occur. Okay? So we have to kind of like create these conditions for enlightenment. And that has a lot to do with choice also. You know, a lot of people go to the beach. That's a real spiritual place where they can commune with their self, maybe even God in infinity, eternity, or the mountains, or friends. We have friends. So, you know, we can choose friends. Everybody's got friends, and friends are great. But we can really, if we pay attention, have holy company. Holy company is very important because they're the company that we are choosing that support us as being that spiritual expression, and we support them. And when we have that holy company, that's when we can truly say, I see you. I see you as spirit. That's an action step. And that choice is ours. Well, a lot of times we have to go beyond the patterns that we've created. Creating the conditions for our enlightenment. Don't we believe that we create this life we came to live? Don't you think we have set up certain conditions that we could transcend? That could reveal who we truly are? Spirit gave me this a long time ago. The experience of who we aren't can show us who we are. So to begin to just look at life. Look at life. So if we created this life, I think it'd behoove us to accept it. Because once we accept it, now we can change it. Whatever we have created, we can recreate. Whatever we have created, we can recreate. You see, we are the creator, sons and daughters of God. If we remember. This is on page 112. Each one of us is capable of mastering every one of the so-called difficulties we are working under, and the moment we let go of them, they cease to exist. Boy, that sounds good, doesn't it? That may seem incredible to many, but it's an absolute fact. We bring these things upon ourselves by our own transverse thinking. We're not thinking aright, you see? And once we begin to say, what? What was I thinking? You say? How about this? I wasn't thinking. Or I was thinking somebody else's thoughts. You see? So once we begin to let go of the faulty thoughts that we hold, that we believe that someone has given us, whatever, we have to come back home. Come back home to our center, our spiritual center. I am the light. I am the love. I'm on this journey of life. I'm whole. I'm complete. Those words are the truth. And the only way that we can understand that is to begin to speak them and then endeavor to live them. The proof of the pudding's in the taste. It can look really good with whipped cream on it, but maybe they made it with too much salt. Doesn't taste like the pudding I want to eat. You see, to go begin to taste life, experience life is a beautiful gift. Life is good. Okay? The spiritual's essence runs through life, okay, in the spaces between events. My writing is so bad. So this is what I meant to say, okay? So we go through life, and we have these experiences, and then we might come to, and go through it, and come to a plateau. And a plateau gives us an opportunity to rest. It's really cool. And that's what, when we're on a spiritual journey, we climb this mountain, and we overcome or transcend limitations. And we live in such a wonderful universe that supports us. We get a little plateau to rest. Whew! Reflect. Glean wisdom from our experiences, you see? And in those moments of rest and silence is when we really receive. Because when we're moving through it, we're busy. We're working. We're living. So to begin to understand, I wish that word wasn't so badly written, because I know it's powerful. And but the rhythm of life, to begin to understand that there is a rhythm of life, to begin to be aware of the rhythms of life. You know, it's very powerful to be aware of the sunrise and sunset. Jesus said it's important for us to greet the sun. It's like this new day to bring in this energy of life, to be born anew every day. And then release that day at sunset with gratitude. Thank you. Maybe I can get it better next time, but thank you for this time. So even when we look at holy days are really important, but we change them into holidays. So we can have days off from work. So it's not so much what we do, it's how we do it. To support holy and holidays. To begin to look at, why was this created as a holiday? What was holy about this? So it's not so much what we do, it's how we do it. How do we do it? And that's where sincerity comes in. You know, to really take that breath and then be aware of what we're doing, and then doing it in alignment with our heart, with our spirit. That's when we're authentic and sincere about what we're doing. We're existing as that higher essence. Doing things consciously and with awareness. Consciously and with awareness. It's important to be conscious of who we are and what we're doing, because that's what allows us to transcend and ascend. It's been said that man's greatest mistake is trying to become God instead of being. He's been looking for something that's right within him. We don't try to become, we must simply be it. We are it, and we claim it definitely. If you don't really believe that you are, try it for a couple of weeks. You see? Action step. Action step. In all of our classes and counselings and work with people, we don't go, bye-bye, have a nice day. We give them homework. Hey, here's an action step to do so they can walk through the lesson. Not, oh, you're on your own. No. Hey, look, as you're going through the work, look at this. Da-da-da. It's really important, all of us, if we take that breath and step back, we'll know what our homework is. No one has to tell us. It's within our heart. Okay? And it's at your command. Heaven is the everywhere present harmony within the individual right where you are. You have the free will through your own thought and feeling to make it Hades, hell, or heaven. See, it's our thoughts. See? Here's Shakespeare. You know this one. There's neither good nor bad. Thinking makes it so. You see? One man's trash is another man's treasure. We got all the idioms. What do they mean? What it means to us is important, not anyone else. It's our journey. It's our journey of life. It's really powerful when we start choosing, being aware and choosing from this consciousness. You have the free will through your own thought and feelings to make it Hades or heaven, okay? You know? And so, to know that God is always within. God's within. You know, 3 or 4 weeks ago, got some little insights, and I choose 3 words. What are the 3 words that are going to support this service today? And first I thought, God is within. That's kind of simple, isn't it? God is with 3 words. God is within. So I was going to do that. Then I just kept meditating. God, come on, let's get going a little more. And so my 3 words today: omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresence. Those are the God qualities that are within us all. If we look within us, that we can overcome whatever obstacles in front of us. To go and seek within and seek the knowledge of what's mine to do, to seek the strength of overcoming or transcending, to really know I am love, and love is the most powerful energy in the world. Omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresence. And this runs through all the teachings of spirituality at the truest essence, before it was stepped down to a dogma. If I am spirit, if I'm a child of God, the saying is to be heir to the kingdom. We want to be heir to that will, don't we? But our Heavenly Father is far richer than our earthly father, you say? So we can tap into this energy to be in existence, the manifestation and demonstration of omnipotent. Allah, like omnipotent power. So a lot of times, Father God, Mother God, Child God. Father God, Power God. I like to use the word Creator God. Creator. When we create, aren't we powerful? Aren't we changing something? We're using the energy of creation instead of power. And it may be lost in semantics, but that's just me. Creator is so cool. Omniscient, all-knowing. We have access to whatever we need at any given moment. And to know that we are love and that person next to us is love. It's a good paradigm shift, but we're being asked to shift. To not only think anew, but act anew. Direct experience. See, our life is the direct experience that we created to begin to understand and know who we are. Direct experience. A lot of times when I'm talking with people and they have a cool experience or a transformation in their healing or an epiphany or an aha moment in their spiritual awakening, and I'll say, no one can take that away from you because it's yours. See, if we take something that somebody gave to us, it might be ours a little bit, but it's really not ours, you see? And it can be taken away. But your direct experience cannot be taken away from you. You had it. Good, bad, or indifferent, it's your experience. Do with it what you choose. But it's yours. What a blessing. The experiences of who we are can show us who we are. It's so important. Daily meditation is so important. Daily meditation, we're going to connect with life. We're going to connect with God. We're going to connect with our spirit. Anchor in. And then to live a life of practical usefulness. And that's just doing what we're guided to do. We're all different. Practical usefulness. Cheryl's a massage therapist and works with energies and frequencies. That's a practical usefulness. You see? She doesn't have to go practice walking on water. You know what I'm saying? So how's that going to help her massaging people? If she stays on the water and they sink down, that's not going to work. That's a joke. Okay? Practical usefulness. Do you see how we get lost? Oh, Jesus walked on water. We got to walk on water. Heal the sick, raise the dead. So we get all this. You know what? His bar was maybe a little bit higher than our bar because he had something a little bit bigger to do than we do. Do you see? So if we don't hit his bar, we fail. Isn't that silly? The only way to know our bar is to go within. You see? To let go. And just allow that inner essence to flow through us. This is one thing Cindy said a long time ago, because we're always pushing and growing and trying to succeed and ascend and transcend and everything. And she says, just give yourself a C and move on. You know, we got to keep going for the A. Because that's the bar that someone else set. You see? To take those moments of silence and receive the energy that you've moved through and manifested and own now. And then the word would be next. It's a beautiful world, a beautiful life. Maybe phenomena isn't all it's cracked up to be. You see? If it doesn't serve a practical purpose. So once we begin to live in a more balanced state of life, this allows us to validate our true self, our spiritual essence. Omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent. Love the Lord thy God with your whole heart, soul, mind, and strength, and love your neighbor as yourself. Omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresence. God is within us all. God's within all. And give yourself permission to define what God is for you. That's how you can find peace. That's why I like a creator God a little bit more than a powerful God. That's just me. When we begin to live those simple directives of Jesus, okay, that keeps us in the now. No past, no future. Now. I am love, you are love. What experience are we going to have? Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Why do we stay in prison when the door is wide open? We like it. We love the illusion. We love drama. We love the ups and downs, the punishments and rewards. Drama. We are all a bunch of drama queens and kings. We can graduate. How's that? See? We can graduate and be that divine son, daughter, just walking through life. No, we're fine. We're good. Happy and whole. And God's always with us. Let's go within. So why don't you just close your eyes and just breathe. And as you breathe in God's love and ask that God's love fill you now. Just take your awareness to your body and feel God's love, that gentle vibration of God's love filling you and moving through you now. Be still and know I am with you always. And I want you to give yourself permission to take a journey into your heart. To give yourself permission to go into the garden of your heart now. And just take a breath and feel yourself being moved into a beautiful garden in your heart. And as you become aware of this garden and notice how it's planted or what it even looks like. Your garden could be a seashore, it could be a mountaintop, it could be a lush tropical garden, it could be a rose garden. But just move into your garden now. And as you move into your garden, I just want you to breathe in the energy of your garden. Your garden is that essence of unconditional love. It's that place where you can go and always be fed and loved and supported. It's that space where you can always receive guidance. True guidance. So just breathe and be in this energy, this God energy, this unconditional love energy. And if there's any obstacle or challenge or anything in your life that you feel is limiting your expression as a divine being, in this presence and silence of your heart, ask for understanding, the knowing. Ask for strength, the power to recreate. Ask to see the love. Breathe, and in your heart, speak the words, "Thy will be done, Father. Thy will be done." And just let it go. And just bring your awareness back to this beautiful garden, this space of unconditional love. Feel this energy coursing through your veins, through each cell, each atom, to each particle of your being, just radiating out. I am a child of light. I am a child of light. So just breathe and feel your unique vibration now. Know this vibration. This is who you are. This is who I am. Breathe. Gently wiggle your toes and fingers and gently open your eyes. We can stop virtual reality by focusing on our true self. Understanding that we are children of light. So here's an affirmation I want us to all say out loud. I'm going to say it first, then we'll say it together. I am a luminous, immortal being of limitless splendor and light. I am a luminous, immortal being of limitless splendor and light. Thank you.